Hey, check it out, guys. I am in Naptown. But you won't want to sleep on this coin shop. I'm visiting the Lost Dutchman on the east side of Indianapolis. A great shop, and the owner is awesome. His name is Matt, and he is extremely knowledgeable, has great prices, and this is one you will not want to miss. Enjoy today's video. Matt's about as cool as they come. T. Hello, Silver fans. This is T, and you're in the place to be for silver education, acquisition, and entertainment. And hey, if you like coin shop videos, you've got the right channel, guys. Be sure to subscribe. Hey, Matt.
Hey.
Thanks for welcoming me to your shop here. It's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, thanks for coming in.
Yeah,
Good
we
to
saw
have
each other up at the A&A in Chicago.
Yeah, that was a fun time. Did you have fun up there?
It was a blast. Honestly, it was my very first coin show of that magnitude.
Really?
I'd
Wow.
been to little local coin shows
Sure.
around Crown Point and dipping into Illinois a little bit, and I'd never seen anything of that magnitude.
Yeah, it's mind blowing. I always tell people that go up to these shows that you can't see everything in one day. It's just not possible.
Yeah,
So,
and I went on a Saturday, which I realized is the wrong day to go on. You've got to go earlier in the show, maybe
Yeah.
first or second day.
Yeah.
But either way, it was a cool experience. I'd definitely do it again. I'm even kind of kicking around the idea of going to the fun show one of these
Love
days.
the fun show. It's almost the size of the World's Fair money. It's a
Okay.
great show. Everybody's really happy because they're in Florida in January.
Yeah, exactly.
So it makes for a good show. We really
Do
enjoy
you
that
go
show.
to a lot of shows like that? Is that
I try to hit the bigger shows just because of that's kind of where we're trying to be in the market right now. We don't hit them all. We like to try to get to those shows as a way to get our name out there.
Okay.
Also, there's not many people in our city that go to those big shows, so having that avenue for our customers is something we like.
Did you do pretty well over there?
Yeah, we had a great show.
Okay.
We had a great show. We set up also at the Central State Show in April this year. They had a killer show too. So the
Okay.
market's strong right now.
All right, cool. Tell me a little bit about your shop.
So Lost Dutchman Rare Coins. Been in business since 1986.
Okay.
What year was that? 2006. We bought it. I was 22 years old.
Wow.
In a coin shop by myself,
Okay.
and then we from there have just been growing and enjoying our business.
Uh-huh.
Making lots of friends, meeting lots of new customers, and
So you're the man then. You're the owner of the Lost Dutchman?
I guess that's what they say. I am. I have several people that call me the Dutchman. So.
Okay. All right, cool. So how did that happen? A 22-year-old kid buying a coin shop?
I got real lucky that my parents were awesome.
Uh-huh.
I had been going into the shop since I was a little kid,
Okay.
like 7, 8 years old, and I always begged the guy for a job when I was like 15 or 16. I was like, yeah, just let me come in here and work for you. And yeah, that never panned out, but he decided one day that he was going to retire, and I guess we were the first people that he called, and my parents are awesome and helped me out with that, and
Yeah.
and here we are today.
The rest is history.
The rest
huh?
is history, that's right.
When it first came in, this place was buzzing. You had all kinds of guys working behind the counter. How many staff members you have?
Let's see, seven that we can count on to be kind of like the all the time employees, and then we have a couple part-time people. So.
Okay. And what percentage of your business is walk-in customers? And I assume you do a lot online.
Yes, we do a lot online. We have a website that we do sell on, also an eBay store. We sell under Indie Coin Dealer on eBay.
Okay.
I would say that nowadays probably about 40% of our business is through the door traffic, and the rest of it goes to the internet. We try to kind of embrace both because I know a lot of guys, especially over COVID, really turned to the internet and have kind of scaled back their retail operations. And I kind of think that we wanted to go the other way. We wanted to kind of scale up our face-to-face retail while still trying to maintain that online presence.
And you're located on the east side of Indy,
Yep.
Lawrence Township.
Lawrence Township, yep.
And pretty easy to get to. You started off as a kid coming into the shop. What were you looking for? Were you as a kid? Were you a stacker or a collector? And
I was a collector. I collected whatever, like most kids, I collected whatever I could get my hands on that I thought was cool.
Okay.
Seeded coins, error coins. I bought my first gold coin. I bought a St. Gaudens in a slab when I was 16 years old.
Wow.
Just something that I liked, and I had it bad and I still do. So.
So how about now? As your tastes have evolved, what are you into these days?
Unfortunately, these days I don't collect much of anything. I like to live vicariously through my customers, my collectors, my advanced collectors. We help people. One of my favorite things to do is help guys get interested in registry sets. We have a lot of guys that like to do registry sets, like to put those type sets together. That's one of my favorite things to do, is to help those guys upgrade their sets and put those competitive sets together. And we actually have some of the top sets in the registries are customers of ours and people that I've helped.
Fantastic. So. As far as stacking, I am the silver
Sure.
stacker. I'm primarily a stacker, but man, I've really gotten into collecting lately. What percentage of your customers are into stacking, collecting? I saw some bullion over there.
Yeah,
What's the ratio?
I would say that probably 60% of our customers are coin collectors, and 40% are just after bullion, which, I try to embrace both of those things as well.
Has that evolved over the years, and what have the ratios
Yeah,
changed?
oh yeah. When we first started doing it, I was almost strictly coins and didn't do any bullion. And now, that the market has changed. I've been through the run in 09. That definitely has become a lot bigger part of our business, and I definitely enjoy handling that material as well.
Mm-hmm. I would imagine that between you and all the guys that are here, you guys have a lot covered as far as knowledge. But is there a particular specialty that you have here?
Well, me personally, as a kind of the senior numismatist here, I have to know a little bit about a lot of stuff.
Sure.
My specialty is U.S. type coins, mint airs, Morgan dollars. Those are kind of things that I labeled kind of the top of my list as things that I do. We have a foreign coin specialist that works here. His name's Spencer. He does foreign coins. He does U.S. coins. I have Bruce that works here with us. He's been a coin dealer. He had a shop back in the 70s here in town. Okay. So he's been doing this for 50 years. So he knows a little bit about everything. And it's just kind of, if it's a coin, we can usually figure it out.
Okay. Let me go back to stacking for
Sure.
Just a second here. What spot today? Do you happen to know off the top of your head?
It was around 1960 or so this morning.
And you've got a guy looking it up.
They're looking it up right now.
1951.
1951 at the moment.
What's the cheapest silver in the store? You have generic, and what's the rate?
Generic right now, I believe we're around 22 or so. Just I think $1 more than they cost me wholesale.
Okay.
Silver Eagles are still ridiculous right now.
Yeah.
Their premiums are insane. I think they're plus $13 retail.
Okay.
I think wholesale's plus 12. 90%, even 90% has a pretty significant premium right now.
That's gone up like crazy in the last few years.
I just checked it this morning. It was the high number on tape was plus 675, I think.
Okay.
So you take spot plus 675 times 0.715, which ends up being about, I think it was about 18.8 or so times face.
Well, it ballooned up over 20 times face for a while there. So
the premiums have just been insane, and it's been hard for us because, we have to kind of explain to people the difference between the spot price being like paper and then the actual premiums for the bullion being, if you want physical in your hand, that's what you got to do.
Yeah.
It's going to pay. So.
Let's switch over to collecting.
Okay.
And as you have customers piling up here, I don't want to take up
you're
too
fine.
much of your time.
You're good.
Collecting, what are the hottest coins right now? I know silver dollars.
Right.
Used to be able to go to any show and buy a Morgan dollar for $20 to $25, and can't find them like that anymore.
Yeah, a lot. I mean, for our customers, that is what I carry the biggest stock of, simply because over the years, that's just what they've been accustomed to us having a lot of nice Morgans and Peace dollars certified. What's hot though, what I think is really, really going to be a decent market point is Civil War and earlier type coins. I think bust halves, the early seeded stuff. I've been buying and selling a lot of that stuff lately and have had no trouble selling that stuff at even numbers that are higher than bid in the gray sheet. So even to other dealers at more than bid, and retail numbers that are even higher than that. So
you attribute a lot of that to COVID, everybody digging up their old coins, or is it something else?
I don't know. I think COVID put a spark in the market, which caused a lot of new collectors or people to get their old coin collection out of the closet after 30 years because they need something to do.
Yep.
But I just don't know that that is still the trickle down. I don't know if maybe people realize, oh man, this whole thing shut everything down. It can happen again, and they're just trying to kind of buy the stuff as they can get it now because they know that this might happen again, or if there's something else going on where these collectors rekindled that joy that they had 30 years ago, and that's what's trickling down into the market. But either way, it's a strong market.
Yeah, as far as my silver stacking, I really just like the idea of having a savings account off the grid.
Yep.
Yeah, if you get my drift. And,
I have a 12-year-old boy who is just like his dad, except I think he's gravitating more towards the silver stacking, which is fun because I can pay him to come in here and sweep the floors and hang out for 4 or 5 hours and give him a couple ounces of silver as his payment, and he loves it. He got his first tube of silver rounds the other day, and he was walking around the house showing his mom and his brother. So I think he's got the bug, which is okay with me.
Back to silver stacking, you used to be able to buy old Engelhard bars and JM bars. Silvertown, my personal favorite, for not too crazy high over spot. And tell me a little bit about vintage bars and the market for that lately.
Certain vintage bars bring an insane premium, as I'm sure you know. Some of the funny size Engelhards, poured Engelhard stuff, and I think we had a 3-ouncer that we got ridiculous amounts for. Some of that old vintage stuff, that's really an area of the market that I think is kind of underappreciated by a lot of people, is how rare some of those early bars are. It's everybody sees the 100-ounce poured Engelhards and the bricks of silver, as I call them. But some of that smaller size stuff and the vintage stuff, there really is a great market for it.
Yeah, I always like to keep an eye out, and I visit a lot of coin shops, and sometimes I get lucky and find that kind of stuff. And
I get around to a few, and I'm always looking as well, just because it's sometimes they don't know, and it's their place to set their price. So
you go to other coin shops and check out the market and things
I do
like that?
when I get time. I have a pretty decent relationship with all the other stores here in town, so I try to get over to see them when I can, and if I can do some business with them, that's great.
That's awesome, man. Hey, anything else you'd like my viewers to know about the shop?
No, nothing. I mean, come see us, come check us out. The website is ldrcoins.com. It's open 24 hours a day. Anything you see on there is available in stock, and happy to do some business.
Fantastic. Well, hey, I appreciate the Hoosier hospitality here at your shop. I am anxious to look around and do some shopping
let's
myself.
do it.
And I appreciate the time, Matt.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
Thank you. Special thank you to these channel members who support my efforts to travel all around making coin shop videos for everyone to enjoy. And thank you for watching. I really appreciate your viewership. And it is now time to reveal what I purchased at the Lost Dutchman. Hey, take a look. It's not often you walk into a coin shop and you find an old rattler like this, especially at an MS64. You can't find them, period. I was so happy to find this one. Matt gave me a good deal. I paid $140. I really like this coin, and if you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button down below.